A common misconception runs rampant among Americans: the belief in their comprehensive understanding of blood pressure readings. Let's delve into a study that was published in the journal Medical Decision Making. This study threw light on a startling fact that most Americans, despite their confidence, are not fully aware of what constitutes a healthy blood pressure reading. It might surprise you to learn that the upper threshold for a healthy blood pressure reading is 120/80 millimeters of mercury. Yet this basic piece of knowledge seems to be lost on many. Now let's look at some numbers. More than half of US adults are grappling with hypertension, yet only a quarter of them have it under control. It's a silent threat, with high blood pressure often not causing any overt symptoms. This makes it all the more critical to understand and monitor our blood pressure readings. The study surveyed over 6,500 US adults, and the results were a revelation. 64% expressed confidence in their knowledge of blood pressure readings. However, the reality was quite different. Only 36% could correctly identify a healthy reading. This paradox of confidence versus actual knowledge is a cause for concern. Interestingly, the study also found a disparity in how people reacted to different stages of hypertension. Those who were more confident in their understanding were more likely to seek interventions for stage 2 hypertension readings. But when it came to stage 1 readings, they were less likely to take action. This brings us to the conclusion that the perceived knowledge of blood pressure readings is far from the actual understanding, a situation that demands immediate rectification. High blood pressure or hypertension is a silent threat, often devoid of symptoms yet teeming with potential risks. This silent danger is akin to a ticking time bomb, quietly escalating the risk of severe health complications, including heart disease and stroke. Heart disease, the leading cause of death worldwide, is often propelled by the uncontrolled rise in blood pressure. The heart, forced to pump against this increased pressure, can thicken and harden over time, a condition known as left ventricular hypertrophy. This can lead to heart failure, heart attack, and irregular heart rhythms. Stroke, another life-threatening condition, is also closely linked with hypertension. High blood pressure can cause blood vessels in the brain to clog or burst, leading to a stroke. The higher your blood pressure, the higher your stroke risk. Yet, despite these potential life-threatening complications, hypertension is often symptomless. It's not uncommon for individuals to live with high blood pressure for years without knowing it, hence its nickname, the silent killer. This absence of symptoms underscores the importance of regular blood pressure checkups, even if you feel perfectly healthy. Regular monitoring of blood pressure becomes crucial in this context. It's not just about identifying hypertension, it's about catching it early enough to intervene and prevent its dangerous complications. A validated device for at-home monitoring is recommended. This allows for regular, accurate readings and early intervention if numbers start to creep up. The silent nature of hypertension can lull us into a false sense of security. The lack of symptoms does not mean the absence of damage. It's a stealthy condition, quietly causing harm while remaining undetected. Hypertension lurks in the shadows, often striking without warning. Regular monitoring can be the difference between life and death. Don't let this silent threat undermine your health. Be vigilant, be informed, and most importantly, be proactive in your health management. A concerning trend emerges when we delve into the actions taken for different stages of hypertension. It's a peculiar paradox. Those who display confidence in their understanding of blood pressure seem to be more proactive when it comes to stage 2 hypertension. They're more likely to seek medical intervention, take prescribed medication, and make necessary lifestyle adjustments. This proactive approach is commendable and essential for managing hypertension. However, the same cannot be said for their response to stage 1 hypertension. The initial stage of hypertension, often viewed as less severe, tends to be neglected. This lack of action is worrisome, especially when considering that early intervention is key in controlling hypertension and preventing it from escalating. So why is there a gap in intervention between the two stages? It could be attributed to a lack of understanding of the severity of stage 1 hypertension. Just like a small leak can sink a big ship, stage 1 hypertension, if left unchecked, can lead to serious health complications. But it's not all gloom and doom. The good news is that this gap can be bridged with education and awareness. It's important to understand that stage 1 hypertension is not a mild inconvenience. It's a red flag, signaling that your blood pressure is higher than normal and needs attention. Early intervention in stage 1 hypertension can prevent the progression to stage 2. It's like nipping the problem in the bud. This can include lifestyle modifications like a healthier diet, regular exercise, and stress management, along with medication if prescribed by a healthcare professional. Ignoring early stages of hypertension can lead to catastrophic health outcomes. Early intervention is crucial. Remember, when it comes to hypertension, it's better to be proactive than reactive. After all, prevention is better than cure. Healthcare professionals play a pivotal role in managing hypertension, but so does the individual. You see, even though these professionals have years of medical training under their belt, they are not infallible. Mistakes can be made, even in the seemingly straightforward task of measuring blood pressure. This could stem from a variety of factors, from manual error to equipment malfunction. This is where self-advocacy in the clinic becomes crucial. It's about being an active participant in your own healthcare, asking questions, seeking clarity, and ensuring you understand your health status. It's also about taking the initiative to learn how to accurately measure your own blood pressure, so you can cross-verify readings taken at the clinic. This brings us to the importance of self-monitoring in managing hypertension. Regular monitoring at home can help you and your healthcare provider have a clearer picture of your blood pressure pattern. It can also alert you to sudden spikes or drops that may require immediate attention. And let's not forget, it can provide a sense of control and empowerment, knowing that you are actively involved in managing your own health. However, self-monitoring is only as good as the tools used. Hence, it's essential to use validated devices for accurate readings. Look for devices that have been clinically validated, meaning they have been tested and proven to give accurate results. It's not just about buying the fanciest gadget on the market, but one that is reliable and trustworthy. So, what's the takeaway? While healthcare professionals provide invaluable support, the responsibility of monitoring and managing hypertension also lies with the individual. Remember, you are the best advocate for your own health. So, learn, monitor, and manage. Your health is in your hands. Managing hypertension is a two-pronged approach involving lifestyle changes and often medication. The first step towards this involves making key modifications to everyday habits. A balanced diet, rich in fresh fruits, vegetables and whole grains, low in sodium and saturated fats, can significantly help in controlling blood pressure. Regular physical activity, even light exercises like a brisk walk for 30 minutes a day, can also make a substantial difference. However, while these lifestyle changes play a crucial role, they are often not enough on their own. This is where medication steps in. A variety of medications are available, and your healthcare provider can guide you to the one that's best for your unique situation. Remember, these medications are not a quick fix. They work best in conjunction with a healthy lifestyle. It's essential to consult with your healthcare provider, adhere to the prescribed medication regimen, and maintain a healthy lifestyle for optimal control of hypertension. Hypertension is a formidable foe, but with the right lifestyle changes and medication, it can be managed effectively.